Michelle, and I want to talk to you today about mugwort. And for this video, I want to focus a little bit on the medicinal aspects of mugwort. A lot of times when you hear about mugwort, you hear right away about the magical aspects of mugwort and all of that kind of stuff, which is all really awesome and wonderful and one of my favorite things about mugwort. But we must not forget that mugwort is a medicinal herb, and it has medicinal properties that we can use and benefit from greatly. So mugwort is known as Artemesia vulgaris, and there is also a second type of mugwort, which is western mugwort, and that is Artemesia ludoviciana. That grows on the west coast primarily and in like the southwest, and that type of mugwort actually is more of like a sage. It has more sage properties to it, so they actually will call it prairie sage. It is higher in volatile oils, so it has a stronger scent. It's a little bit more hardy because it does grow in like a warmer region, whereas Artemesia vulgaris is actually more of like a European plant that has come over. So you'll find that more in cooler climates. It does grow still here on the West Coast and in warmer climates, but that West Coast mugwort is just a little bit different, but has the same medicinal properties to it. So mugwort is in the Asteraceae family, which is the daisy family. So in the Asteraceae family, we have sunflowers, we have daisies, we have calendula. So Artemisia is in that family or that genus. And the parts of mugwort that are typically used are the leaves and the flower tops and the root. So you can use all three parts of that plant. Typically the leaves are used for teas and tinctures and things like that. The root can be tinctured as well, but it's pretty much a whole plant extract that can be made with mugwort. Ruling planets of mugwort are actually the moon and Venus. So we've got a lot of like more watery, emotional, subconscious properties, and then with Venus we have more of like a loving, motherly sort of energy that comes from it, and there's a warmth that comes from Venus that I feel, and then there's a coolness with the moon, but the warmth is really prominent in mugwort medicine when you're using it. Ruling elements of mugwort are earth and water. And we got the mother stuff going on with mugwort. So you have Mother Earth, and then the water comes in with the subconscious and the uses for mugwort when we're going into lucid dreaming and astral travel and the subconscious mind. That's where that water element comes from. Mugwort is a pretty bitter herb, so that bitterness brings warmth, and it actually brings like there's an astringency to it, so it's kind of tightening, and it's been used for centuries as a digestive way to stimulate appetite, stimulate bile production. So you can have it before a meal, you can have it after a meal, and it's going to really help just like get those digestive juices flowing. And it's actually really great as a tincture. If you have a tincture of it and you can take a little bit in water before or after a meal, it really does some wonders in that aspect. The herbal action is what's known as an emmenagogue. Now, an emmenagogue actually will bring warmth and blood flow to the uterus, so it's really great for the female reproductive organs. It's also really great for male reproductive organs. This herb is not just for women. We all as humans have both feminine and masculine qualities. So these herbs are for everyone. So there's nothing like that where only women can have mugwort or whatever. But it just seems to have an affinity for women and for their monthly cycles and things like that. The tea of mugwort, when it's blended with oil, can actually be a really great remedy to eliminate or reduce worms and parasites and things like that. So that can be really helpful if you're dealing with some kind of parasite going on in the digestive system. Mugwort is super calming. It's very calming to the entire nervous system. So I find that during times of high emotions, when things are intense, you're going through something very strong and you have strong emotions, mugwort can really bring calm to your entire system and just like really reduce stress and reduce anxiety and things like that. By no means is it an anti-anxiety herb, but it definitely can just like bring you down in like a really lovely and gentle way. So I like to use it as tea when I'm feeling a little intense. So when emotions are high, it just really brings tranquility and peace to your heart and to your body and to your soul and your mind. So that right there is just a quick rundown of some of the medicinal properties of mugwort. As I said in the beginning, it's important not to forget that herbs have multiple properties, whether they be spiritual or medicinal. We got to remember to just look at it as a whole plant, and not get too overweight on either side, because then things go out of balance. And I feel like herbs are here to bring balance to us and to bring balance to our lives. And so it's just really important to look at them from both sides. So I really hope you learned something new today about mugwort, and I hope you take a chance to make yourself a cup of tea and just feel the nice calmness that can come from that. So thanks a lot, and I hope you have a really great day.